What's up, everybody? I'm Rob.
I'm Reshawn, and this is Learn, Hustle, Grow. If you are interested in all things money, real estate, and travel, this is the place for you.
In this video, we're going to talk about our visit to Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city in South America.
As the southernmost city, Ushuaia is also known as the city at the end of the earth. When you hear southernmost in America, you think warm. That is not the case in Argentina. The further south you go, the colder it gets. You actually get closer to Antarctica.
We were there in the month of January, which is considered their summer.
Ushuaia can best be described as a ski town with restaurants ranging from casual dining to high-end.
Speaking of food, the food was amazing in Ushuaia. It was extremely fresh, especially the seafood, big steaks. They outdid themselves there. And the Malbec wine, for you wine lovers, mwah.
There was certainly no shortage. When we travel, food and Wi-Fi are key for us. So one of our favorite lunch spots turned out to be an internet cafe. Excellent cappuccino and the ability to get online whenever we needed to.
Yes. We flew in from El Calafate to Ushuaia, so we went from hiking the glaciers to hiking the mountains.
We hiked Tierra del Fuego National Park, which is also very popular for those of you who like to camp. And January is probably a pretty good time considering they get freezing temperatures throughout the year.
If you prefer not to hike, you could take a 4-hour tour on the end of the world train.
While touring the national park, you will actually see the post office at the end of the world. It is the last post office. And while there, they will actually stamp your passport.
While there was beautiful mountains and scenery everywhere, it seemed a little odd that there were very few animals. We saw evidence of beavers chopping down trees and all this, but we never spotted any. We saw a few birds, but no real animal presence there from what we saw.
Honestly, I think that could be explained by the freezing temperatures. What animals could exist?
Polar bears? I don't know.
One of the most popular things to do in Ushuaia is the catamaran out to Penguin Island. It is a beautiful experience. However, you want to make sure that you are wrapped up. The temperatures, as we mentioned, are quite cool, and now you are going to go out onto water. So combine those two things and just know that you need hat, scarf, and gloves. But once you get out there, it is an amazing opportunity to take photos. And you can actually check out learnhustlegrow.com to see our photo album of the overall trip, just to get a more up-close view of what the experience was like.
Don't forget your zoom lens. I made that mistake, and you will need one if you go on that penguin tour. It's amazing. Ushuaia was the first place that we recognized that there was siesta.
The reason this became evident to us is because I'd broken my cell phone New Year's Eve in Buenos Aires and was still carrying around the device with a cracked screen.
Severely cracked.
Between the hours of 12 and 4 p.m., there were a number of businesses that were closed. We just kept seeing the sign, cerrado, cerrado. We learned that word quickly because it was impossible to get anything done during those hours.
We did not understand what was going on, but one local told us that people go home for lunch and take a nap and come back at 4. What he did say though is once they come back at 4, then they work until about 9 p.m.
This is probably one of the most noticeable differences between Argentina and America.
Yes. So it seemed like every day that we got up, finally rolled out of bed, got to breakfast, and got dressed and got out in town, it seemed to always be siesta. So you can see how we were kind of annoyed with those cultural differences.
But we learned to adjust until we got to Iguazu Falls. But that's another video.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
Thanks for stopping by.
Until next time,
This is Learn, Hustle, Grow.